This is the girl who was supposed to destroy the school idol club. She walked in, one performance, and every fan watching thought the same thing. Finally, a real villain. Except, that's not what happened. This group, made up of Lan Zhuzhong, Mia Taylor, and Shioriko Mifune, is the most misunderstood group in all of Love Live. Fans expected a villain. They got something completely different, and today, I'm going to show you why the group everyone judged too fast became the emotional core of Nijigasaki. If you watched my last video on Nijagasaki's 4 subunits, you already know the basics. Nijigasaki has 4 subunits. Kasumi, Kanata, Emma and Rina form one. Ayumu, Shizuku and Setsuna form another. Karin and Ai form a duo. And the last 3 members, Lan Zhuzhong, Mia Taylor and Shioriko Mifune, form their own group, but this last group is different from the other 3. The first 3 units were formed from the original 9 idols. This one was formed by the 3 who came last. 3 outsiders, 3 people who almost didn't belong. And that's exactly what makes their story the most interesting one in the entire group. Let's start with Lan Zhuzhong. When Lan Shu first appeared in Season 2, she made an entrance no other Love Live character ever had. A foreign transfer student, incredible talent, overwhelming confidence, and a clear message. She did not agree with how the school idol club did things. When they invited her to join, she refused. For fans, this was huge. Every Love Live season had been about friendship and teamwork. Finally, here was someone who pushed back. A real antagonist. Fans braced themselves for the villain arc, but here's the twist no one saw coming. Lan Zhu was never a villain. Underneath the confidence was something much simpler and much sadder. She watched every single one of the other girls perform. She collected their merch. She showed up to their concerts when she wasn't performing herself. The girl who acted like she stood above everyone secretly wanted to belong more than anyone. That's the first misunderstanding. Lan Zhu wasn't strong. She was lonely. Then there's Mia Taylor. On the surface, Mia is a child prodigy, a composer who writes music far beyond her age. Stoic, confident, always in control. But Mia's real story is the opposite of how she presents herself. Mia wrote songs for other people because she was terrified to perform them herself. She hid behind composition. She built walls out of talent. Her arc hits its lowest point when she completely loses her ability to sing. The prodigy, frozen. And here's the part that matters. It wasn't Lan Zhu who saved her. It wasn't a big dramatic speech. It was Rina, quiet, gentle Rina from the other unit, who simply supported her. Mia found her voice again. And in finding it, she found the strength to convince Lan Zhu to stay. The composer who was afraid to be seen became the reason the whole group exists. And then there's the most surprising member of all, Shioriko Mifune. If you'd asked fans to predict the 3rd member of the group, almost no one would have guessed her, because Shioriko had no musical background at all. Lan Zhu and Mia were both involved with music before joining. Shioriko, she was on the student council, a friend of Lan Zhu's, someone who at first didn't even seem connected to the idol world. A lot of fans felt her inclusion was sudden, even unearned, but that criticism misses what Shioriko actually represents. She's the proof of this group's whole concept. You don't have to start as a performer. You don't have to be a prodigy. You can come from completely outside and still rebuild yourself into something new. That's literally what the name means. The group is called R3 Birth, Rebirth, with a 3 for 3 members. But the name isn't just a clever spelling trick. It's the entire thesis of the group. Every member had to be reborn before they could belong. Lan Zhu had to let go of her armor. Mia had to overcome her fear. Shioriko had to step into a world she'd never been part of, and the music reflects that. Their debut song was Monster Girls. Their unit color is tanzanite, a deep, dark blue. And here's a detail most fans don't know. This is one of the only multilingual units in all of Love Live. Lan Zhu speaks Cantonese and Mandarin. Mia speaks English. Their songs literally cross languages, 3 different worlds forced into one sound. That's not an accident. That's the rebirth concept built into the music itself. So why do I call this the most misunderstood group in Love Live? Because fans judged them by their first impression. They expected Lan Zhu to be a villain. She wasn't. They expected Mia to be a cold genius. She was scared. They expected Shioriko to not belong. She belonged most of all. Every assumption fans made, the show quietly took apart. And that's actually the most Love Live thing imaginable, because Love Live has never been about villains and heroes. It's been about people who feel like they don't fit, finding out that they do. This group isn't the exception to that idea. They're the purest version of it. The three outsiders. The fake villain. The scared genius. The unexpected one. Lanju, Mia, and Shioriko didn't join Nijigasaki. They got reborn into it. And maybe that's why they hit harder than people expected. Because everyone, at some point, feels like the outsider looking in. If you want more breakdowns like this, subscribe to School Idol Rundown. This channel exists to explain Love Live the way it deserves to be explained. I'll see you in the next one.